Hey everyone, Nick from ResoNix Sound Solutions here with another competitor spotlight video. This time something a little bit different. So, who are you and what do we have here?
I'm Gerald Costa and I came from all the way from Massachusetts, about 1,000 miles to compete. Actually, just to hang out really.
Yeah.
Camaraderie and give demos. But I created this thing, 11-year project.
So what is this? What is this vehicle?
It used to be Boston Globe delivery truck.
Okay.
I got it at a salvage yard for $2,000. And it was all falling apart and old looking. And so I spent time on it. I used to use it to do electrical work and started to put a little system in it, and then it morphed into what it is today. With
pretty big system.
A big system, yeah.
Yeah. So you call it the how do you pronounce this?
Transcendental.
Okay.
Immersive musical experience. Transcendental means kind of otherworldly.
Yeah.
Immersive means it's just the sound kind of, it doesn't present like a normal car audio where the sound stage is mostly in front of you. I created kind of like a surround sound with only 2 channels, left and right. So some of the spatial cues are back in here. And
before anyone scratches their head, you know, I have listened to it this weekend and I can confirm it is definitely not a normal 2-channel system. It presents itself as much larger than that. So you know what, let's hop in it.
Okay,
and
cool.
You can show me exactly what we got going on here.
All right. Well, we'll start with the, I guess the speakers.
Okay.
Raven ribbon tweeters made for aerial acoustics, custom made. They have 13-pound motors, so those tweeters weigh 13 pounds apiece.
Wow.
Arguably the best tweeter in the world.
Okay.
Claim to fame, but you know, that's just a claim. They play almost up to 40,000. These are ZR #1 mid-ranges.
These are 6.5?
6.5 or 7-inch, I would say. Acoustic elegance with a 10-inch mid basses with the Apollo upgrades.
Are those the dipole ones, or what model is that?
I don't know the exact model, but inside of a box that has a box inside of a box with a viscous layer in between and 16 pounds of clay in the enclosure. Yep.
So you're saying this thing?
Rock solid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How is that even secured to this thing?
It's screwed into the framing of the truck.
Okay.
Wow. On the ceiling. And then these are powered by Milbert tube amps. These are powered by Milbert tube amps, Macintosh power on this, and then ground zero plutonium on the subwoofer, which you might not be able to see.
It's
behind a grill cloth. You can kind of get a...
Oh yeah, so that's an 18-inch AB
acoustic
or
elegance.
IBAU?
Yeah.
Wow, that is big.
No, it's SPBX, I think.
It's an SPB.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a big boy subwoofer.
Running an infinite baffle, and then the back door that rolls up, I use to tune.
Really?
Yeah.
You can adjust the height of the back door to tune it?
Yeah, of course. It regulates the amount of pressure, back pressure. So it can, you adjust it according to the space you're in.
Okay. So why don't you tell me more about what is going on here?
Well, there's a television that falls down from the ceiling really quickly and latches up in place. And I put a television in here because 2 reasons. One, I have about 200 concerts in the front here on Blu-ray and DVD.
Wow. And
so I like to watch music concerts and old movies. And I also use it as a source. The demo I gave you yesterday was only from YouTube, which actually gets it from a wireless can in the back. Wherever I go, I have internet, wireless internet. Okay. So that's that.
And then what is all this up here?
All right, so we have an Opal Blu-ray player. It plays, actually, it's a multi-disc player. It plays every format, CDs, HD CDs, DVD audio, Blu-ray, whatever there is. And it's modified by ModRite with a tube-based preamp section and a tube-based power supply with an umbilical cord. All SKW, no,
this is powered off of 120 volt.
Yeah, it's a hybrid system. The front is powered by 120 volts, and then all the amplifiers are powered by 12 volts. So
where does this get power from? It has to plug in?
yeah, when I plug in there's a 50 amp marine grade outlet on the side of the van.
Okay.
With an adapter to go to 15 amps, and then I plug into that, and that powers up all the 110 on board.
Look at these power cables too.
These are
crazy. Really cool looking.
Yeah, I played around with cables. In the beginning, I was a cable denier, and the reason I was able to achieve something that sounds different and unique was because I experimented with cables and found that they make a big difference.
Okay.
So the kind of reason I built this was to also
experiment.
I can unplug power cables, put stock cables back in, and show people that it makes a difference.
Right.
We've got the sound editing to tame reflections. Velvet curtains on the side that they do a good job of reflections because you can lead them up like that and it disperses everything.
Yeah.
But I think, and then the preamp is an NAD C658 streaming preamp, which is going to be replaced very soon with a Master Series 66, which is coming out in the first quarter. I put a deposit on one. It has a color touch screen.
Really?
And there's going to be a RAID array in the back with 4 hard drives, and all of my CDs that are in the back are going to be accessible from the preamp. And then, of course, I put a quick detach steering wheel so that the reflections from the tweeter don't mess up the sound.
Oh.
And this chair that you're sitting on is in the middle of the van.
Yeah.
And you use this remote control here to push it over to behind the steering wheel, but when you want to listen to music, you bring it over to the center. It's very, very strong because the floors, the pedestals that hold it, there's steel plate underneath the van, 3/8 inch steel, the whole width of this floor, so the seats could never pull out. And then there's a 1/2 inch plate of steel underneath you. That's an air ride seat, by the way, when you're traveling.
Wow. Oh yeah,
Bounces up and down. And I didn't want to feel tactile sensations from the floor, so I attached a foot bracket which is mounted to this, and you don't feel anything.
Wow.
No tactile.
No feedback or nothing.
Yeah.
So can you play something on here real quick? Not that we'll hear what it sounds like, but just to show people.
Oh,
you know.
Sure. Oops. It was on. There we go.
This is wild.
Yeah, so I guess you can do anything. Watch movies, listen to music. But, yeah, I mean, let's see if the system fires up. Maybe we can hear a little bit as we're talking about it.
Yeah. Oh, so everything's off right now.
Yeah, I just turned it on.
Yeah.
That's a cool track. But it's pretty neat because it's very different. I spent, like I said, 11 years of my life trying to get this thing.
Cool. How do you turn up the volume? Right here?
Yeah, but I think it's on. Don't go too much. It's still on a different source. I think we were listening to a CD at one point, so I got to put it on optical. And if the can you lift up those?
There it is.
There it is.
Sometimes I catch myself wondering why the rain falls upon us and takes away the sunshine.
That is so cool.
This is that was just a still picture. This one here.
Oh yeah. So this is like
This
totally.
is something to watch.
And how do you turn the light off again?
This switch over here.
Told you not to worry, but maybe that's a lie.
Wow.
Honey, what's the hurry? Won't you stay inside?
So you're saying you can sit in here and just watch movies and concerts and videos and whatever you want on pretty much an incredible sound system.
Yeah, I actually do it every day before I go home. And,
Really?
Yeah, mostly it's YouTube. I pull a lot because it's convenient.
How do you turn this light back on? Let's.
All right. And then if you, So I custom tune it by opening the windows a certain amount. And
Really?
by ear, yeah.
Yeah. That's
And then I made spacers so it held it to the exact thing. I used a micrometer.
okay.
And each side of the truck is different.
Okay.
And I think it's because when I parked in my shop, I was closer on that side
Then
close to the wall on that side than I
makes-
was on this side.
It could make sense.
Or it could be something anomaly because of the shape of.
So let me ask you. This is a very, very different install versus anything. Not even just here, just anything in general. What is the most notable thing you've learned in this journey building this system?
Need help from your friends.
Yeah. How else are you going to lift that thing up on your own?
No, I mean the knowledge to
Yeah.
put something like this together. I couldn't have done it myself. It was just reading forums, and then you gave me help. And then
Yeah.
so many people in the auto community were opening and took me under their wing and just kind of guided me in the right directions. But it was a lot of self troubleshooting and self experimenting with
Yeah.
analog EQTs. I didn't want to go digital.
I remember.
DSP. Yeah,
I remember.
yeah.
You were die-hard analog
And
for
I
a
got
while.
I got the tonality perfect, but I had no soundstage, and now I have
Yeah.
some soundstage a little bit.
You have to say you have some sound is putting it lightly.
That was
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it
The
was.
shark. Did you want to go into the back and check
What else
out
do you have?
the
What-
amps? And
yeah,
stuff?
yeah. Let's go back there. I didn't even know they were really easily accessible. Let's go
Oh
check it
yeah.
out.
All right. Cool. We're on our way. All right. Oh, and of course it has I just put a wrap on it.
Yeah.
All new.
I remember it used to just be black and just said Costa Electrical or something,
Yep,
right?
Yep. Just like
Oh,
that.
someone's doing SPL.
No, that's an SQ demo.
All right.
So, in the back is our sub, our Acoustic Elegance Infinite Baffle sub with a ground zero plutonium amplifier. My speaker wires are all up here. They're SKW.
These are all your speaker wires?
Yeah, each one, there's one 8-meter run that goes to each driver.
Oh my God, they're huge.
They're, it's mostly the dielectric, it's PVC.
Yeah.
But they're 6N copper, which means 99.9999% pure.
Yeah, and you have the Milberts over here.
Yeah, for the mid-range over here and the tweeter over here, and then we have a McIntosh amp for the mid-basses,
Yeah.
and then the sub amp is above the sub. This wall is like built from 2x6s, and it has furniture-grade plywood, 2 layers.
Yeah.
So it's
This is
rock
Baltic
solid.
birch, right?
Most plywood has 7 layers. It says 13.
Yeah. So
very
Baltic birch, I
expensive,
think. Yeah. We use that, when I use that when I build enclosures and stuff, and it's pretty pricey.
And
You
then
have
the
battery
wiring,
setup.
yeah, we got all double arc gauge wiring and shut off and fusing and all that fun stuff that you need. Power supply built in.
Cool.
So yeah, it's up. And then the DSPs, we got an ARC Audio PS8 with custom op amps.
So is that why there's no housing?
Yeah, the cover can't fit back on it with the.
So where's the op amps?
These things sticking out that look like skyscrapers.
Oh,
and these
okay.
ones too.
I see. Interesting. So the cover doesn't fit back on.
Cover doesn't fit. I'd have to cut holes. But
Wow.
and then his mini DSP with the direct live. And
Okay. Wow, and look at this thing though. This is wild.
and yeah, this one here has. Oh, this is an SPB 18 for ohm.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I guess I already asked
and
you.
then there's CDs.
Oh my God, and you have
Yeah.
CDs for days.
Yeah, so these are all going to be on a RAID array, or what's it called? An
Yeah.
NAS network
an,
available storage.
yeah.
Back here somewhere. And we'll be able to access anything.
Instead of running back here and grabbing a CD,
Yeah.
you can just pull it up when you want, and DVDs and movies and. This
Exactly.
is crazy. And it's still also a functional service vehicle if you really need it to be
Well,
too.
I might make this into a camper van. The back
You should do it. You should do
As
it.
long as it doesn't mess up my sound.
Yeah. I mean,
Because it's going to take up space. It's going to require different tuning. I might have to open the door a lot bigger.
Yeah,
But anyways, yeah. And
that's pretty much
11
it.
years are pretty much it. Yeah. Oh, here's my wireless internet
Ah,
right here. This can.
so you have a little T-Mobile
T-Mobile hotspot wherever I go.
Cool.
The UMIC 2.
So,
DSP.
question for you to wrap this up. To anyone who might be thinking about trying something this crazy, what's the one piece of advice you would give them?
Need a lot of money.
Yeah, that's true. Outside of that,
You have to be a little crazy.
we know that. We could tell.
And I guess you have to have dedication and patience, and because sound quality is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you need a
I mean,
lot
it's not even that it's hard. It's just to build something like this takes a lot of effort, you know?
Oh yeah, there's probably just in tuning alone 10,000 hours
10,000.
of me teaching myself and experimenting and tuning and just
That's
sitting
a lot of time.
sitting back. Yeah,
That's every day for hours.
I used to sit I used to come home at 5 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my God.
Yeah, trying to teach myself how to tune.
It's not easy.
I gave up.
It's not easy.
No, I gave up.
Yeah?
And Ryan, who's really good with a mini DSP,
Yeah.
helped me out quite a bit. I wouldn't have gotten this far without his help. And
Yeah.
Steve Head, of course, he came and helped me and with my enclosures, and
Cool.
without their help, it wouldn't be what it is today.
Yeah, so
and
many
other help.
Any other thank yous to anyone out there that's helped along the way, or
Oh, man.
shout outs to anyone?
Oh shit. Just so many. The list is big, and I can't think of everybody. I'm sorry if I forget somebody at the top of my head. I just can't think. But a lot of people did help by giving me knowledge or wisdom or tips or help. So
Yeah.
it definitely you can't create
Can't do
something
this.
like this unless you've been doing it all your life.
Yeah.
It's
right.
fun. It's a fun project.
Yeah. And I'm glad you drove the 1,000+ miles from Massachusetts to Alabama to do this.
Yeah.
All right. So again, thank you for giving us a walkthrough of I'm not even going to call it a sound system. I'm going to call it I don't even know what. An experience on
two-channel
wheels.
mobile experience.
Yeah. Experience on wheels. So thank
Cool.
you again, and good luck this weekend, and have a good one.
Thanks, Nick.
Yep. Bye.
Bye-bye.